Sister Spouses fans separate why it's the ideal opportunity for show to end. Sister Spouses fans are separating why it is the ideal opportunity for the long-running reality series to reach a conclusion. It has been broadcasting in real time starting around 2010 and has endured 19 seasons. However, watchers are beginning to feel that the show has run its course. What is their legitimization for that? Continue to peruse for additional subtleties. Sister Spouses fans on why it's the ideal opportunity for show to end. At the point when Sister Spouses initially began in 2010, everything no doubt revolved around Kody Brown and his 3 wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine. They had 12 kids with one on the way, and all lived under one rooftop, which appeared to function admirably. The OG3 had a framework where they knew their jobs inside the family. Second spouse, Janelle Brown, was the working drone, which she liked over being at home. Third spouse, Christine Earthy-Colored Woolley, was the cheerful homemaker who brought up and showed the kids, guaranteeing they were completely taken care of. Finally, first wife Mary Brown aided where she could, yet they kidded she was the enrollment specialist when it came to tracking down new wives. She purportedly helped find fourth spouse, Robin Earthy-Colored, who Kody was pursuing toward the start of the series. That has since been shown to be false, however they portrayed ladies cooperating to raise a family. As the seasons went on, things started to disintegrate. Kody leaned toward Robin and her kids, there was strain in the family, and the OG3 left one by one. The youngsters became alienated from Kody, and Sister Spouses was not equivalent to it used to be. Besides, the show was a year or more behind, so it was all old film. As a rule, it was disgorged film, and that was tedious. All in all, after season 19, for what reason do fans suppose the time has come to end the show? A Reddit string was begun, and the Overpowered brought up this central issue. In any case, now that not a solitary one of them really are sister spouses, and everybody is either in a monogamous relationship or single, it's gotten so exhausting. The conclusion of a significant time period. Honestly, Sister Spouses has been lessening and hauling for quite a while. Notwithstanding, it has deteriorated with the spouses leaving, and that being the center of the show alongside Kody Earthy-Colored's annoyance. Has that aggravated it for watchers, or is it something different? I can't help thinking about how long the whole series would really be on the off chance that everything to recap and flashback poop was taken out. Wager, we could watch the entire thing in one end of the week gorge. Now is the right time to pull it. I cannot check out at Robin or Kody one more week. Since there aren't any sister spouses left, the show ought to end now. What's more, no side projects from this pack. We've seen enough of this arrangement of catastrophe lives. Some called attention to that to watch the show. They could simply switch it off. However long there were watchers, it planned to continue onward on, so Mary has been full of pressure and profound distance for quite a long time, as recorded on tender loving care sister wives. While their marriage started with affection and confidence, it has since reverted into quite possibly of the most stressed unique in the Earthy-Colored family. Fanatics of the show have frequently scrutinized Kody for his treatment of Mary, yet many accept he arrived at a new low with what they portrayed as his definitive demonstration of brutality. A relationship in decline. At the point when Kody and Mary first wedded in quite a while, appeared to share areas of strength for A. As the underpinning of the Earthy-Colored family's plural marriage, Mary assumed a critical part in laying out the family's dynamic. Be that as it may, their relationship started to disintegrate throughout the long term, especially after Kody wedded his different spouses, Janelle, Christine, and Robin, and pressures emerged about balance and bias. Mary's battles turned out to be more obvious after her 2015 duping embarrassment, in which she turned out to be sincerely engaged with somebody web-based, trusting it to take care of business, however later finding it was a lady acting like one. This episode appeared to be the limit for Kody, who conceded that he as of now not had heartfelt affection toward Mary. Kody's sad confirmation. A definitive demonstration of mercilessness that fans frequently refer to happened when Kody freely expressed that he presently not viewed himself as hitched to Mary and truly wanted to reconstruct their relationship. In an especially excruciating second caught on Sister Spouses, Kody conceded during a confession booth that he wouldn't mind on the off chance that Mary left the family. I don't have a real sense of security with her. "I don't feel like we have a genuine marriage any longer," Kody said. "I don't see us fixing this." This unpolished and pretentious demeanor stunned fans, who identified with Mary's predicament. Notwithstanding Kody's dismissal, Mary really wants to chip away at their relationship, offering his remarks all the seriously crushing. Public dismissal. Kody's excusal of Mary hasn't quite recently been bound to private discussions, it is worked out on public TV. On various events, Kody has straightforwardly reprimanded Mary for her activities and faulted her for their bombed relationship, frequently without recognizing his own part in their battles. One especially tragic second came during a family conversation when Kody conceded he no longer had any close-to-home or actual association with Mary. Rather than showing sympathy for her sentiments, he appeared to be cold and isolates, leaving watchers staggered by his absence of empathy. Mary's reaction. Regardless of Kody's treatment, Mary has stayed focused on the family, which has confused many fans. In interviews and via virtual entertainment, Mary has spoken about her confidence in persistence and devotion, frequently referring to her confidence and individual qualities as explanations behind remaining. "I'm not a loser," Mary has said. "I've committed to this family, and I need to own it." Nonetheless, her flexibility has been met with wariness by fans who accept Kody's way of behaving is sincerely harmful and that Mary merits better. Many have encouraged her to leave the family and begin crisp, highlighting Christine's recently discovered satisfaction after her flight to act as an illustration of what Mary could accomplish. Fan responses. Enthusiasts of sister spouses have been vocal about their shock over Kody's treatment of Mary, with many taking to virtual entertainment to communicate their disappointment and backing for her. One fan tweeted, "The manner in which Kody discusses Mary is terrible. She merits far beyond the steady dismissal and embarrassment." One more expressed, "Mary has experienced so a lot, and Kody's absence of compassion is horrifying. She wants to leave and find joy like Christine did." Others have scrutinized Kody for his clear twofold norms, taking note of that he seems to invest undeniably more energy into his relationship with Robyn while disregarding his different spouses. The job of Robyn. Kody's cozy relationship with Robyn, his fourth spouse, has added to the strain among him and Mary. Fans have long blamed Kody for leaning toward Robyn, frequently to the detriment of his different spouses. Mary, specifically, has been vocal about feeling barred and unsupported, which has just extended the fracture among her and Kody. In one close-to-home scene, Mary uncovered that she frequently feels like an outcast inside her own family, an opinion reverberated by different spouses, including Christine and Janelle. Nonetheless, Kody has reliably excused these worries, further estranging Mary and reducing her part in the family. The close-to-home cost for Mary. The close-to-home cost of Kody's way of behaving is apparent in Mary's disposition on the show. Once certain and candid, Mary presently frequently seems stifled and uncertain of her place inside the family. Her weakness has hit home for fans, who see her as a sad figure trapped in an unequal and sincerely depleting relationship. Mary's choice to remain in the family, in spite of Kody's dismissal, has likewise started banters about self-esteem and the elements of plural marriage. A few watchers feel for her responsibility, while others accept she is forfeiting her joy for a relationship that no longer serves her. The master plan. Kody's treatment of Mary brings up more extensive issues about the difficulties of plural marriage and the profound intricacies included. In a family with different spouses, keeping up with equilibrium and decency can be troublesome, yet Kody's activities have frequently exacerbated the strains as opposed to settling them. For Mary, a definitive demonstration of brutality wasn't simply Kody's words, it was the public idea of his dismissal and the absence of work to resolve their issues. This dismissal for her sentiments has left many fans addressing whether Kody at any point genuinely esteemed his relationship with Mary or saw her as superfluous once their bond started to blur. Pushing ahead. As sister spouses keeps on reporting the existences of the earthy-colored family, Mary's future remaining part's unsure. While she wants to remain in the family, it's muddled whether she will keep on persevering through Kody's treatment or in the long run take cues from Christine and leave the marriage. For the time being, fans keep on revitalizing around Mary, trusting she will track down the solidarity to focus on her own joy and push ahead. Kody's definitive demonstration of brutality might have been a defining moment for their relationship as well as for how watchers strain on tender loving care sister spouses, yet his most recent move has fans and relatives humming. In a new disclosure, Kody proposed a Robin rule for any of his kids who wished to get back to the family overlay, further powering allegations of preference toward his fourth spouse, Robin Brown. The standard has ignited warm discussions, both inside the earthy-colored family and among the show's unwavering fanbase. The specific situation. Throughout the long term, Kody's associations with a large number of his youngsters have become stressed, especially with those from his union with Christine, Janelle, and Mary. While Kody once highly esteemed being an involved and caring dad, his apparent partiality toward Robin and her kids has made huge divisions inside the family. The cracks were generally apparent during the coronavirus pandemic, when Kody's severe guidelines lopsidedly preferred Robin's family. A considerable lot of his more seasoned kids, especially those from Janelle and Christine, felt distanced by Kody's non-attendance and blamed him for disregarding his obligations as a dad. Presently, as certain youngsters express a longing to reconnect, Kody's presentation of a Robin rule has caused a stir and reignited injuries from way back. What is the Robin rule? The supposed Robin rule expects that any of Kody's kids who wish to return the relational peculiarity should initially look for endorsement from Robin. As indicated by Kody, this standard is expected to encourage congruity and guarantee that Robin and her youngsters feel alright with the reunification interaction. In a new episode, Kody made sense of, to return into the family and invest energy with us, they need to recognize Robin and the standards we've laid out in our family. I will not endure any antagonism or division. While Kody outlined the standard as a method for keeping up with harmony, numerous watchers deciphered it at this point one more illustration of his preference toward Robin. Responses from the family. The declaration of the Robin rule didn't agree with Kody's different spouses and kids. Christine's reaction. Christine, who left the marriage in 2021, was especially vocal in her objection. She contended that the standard set superfluous boundaries among Kody and his youngsters, a significant number of whom as of now feel rejected from his life. There's really no need to focus on Robin, Christine said. It's tied in with being a dad and appearing for your children, come what may. Janelle's viewpoint. Janelle additionally communicated dissatisfaction, calling attention to that Kody's activities have estranged large numbers of their kids. The children don't require more principles. They need their father to appear and be available, Janelle said during a confession booth. Mary's quiet. Mary, who has to a great extent been uninvolved of family show lately, stayed quiet on the issue. Nonetheless, her stressed relationship with Kody and the remainder of the family proposes that she, as well, may feel sidelined by the developing impact of Robin. The kids' responses. A large number of Kody's grown-up youngsters have been candid about their dissatisfactions with him. Post and Gabriel, Janelle's children, have been especially reproachful of Kody's bias toward Robin. It seems like he's placing Robin and her children above every other person, Post said in a new episode. We're his family, as well. Fan backfire. Enthusiasts of sister spouses rushed to voice their viewpoints about Kody's new rule, with many taking to virtual entertainment to communicate their shock. One fan tweeted, Kody's Robin rule is simply one more approach to saying he couldn't care less about his different children. It's unfortunate to watch. One more expressed, how could it be reasonable to make the children go through Robin to have a relationship with their father? Kody has moved away from being a dad. A few fans likewise scrutinized Robin, blaming her for empowering Kody's way of behaving and developing the gap inside the family. Robin plays the person in question, yet she's obviously profiting from Kody's bias, one watcher remarked on Reddit. The master plan. The presentation of the Robin rule features a more extensive issue inside the earthy-colored family, Kody's powerlessness to offset his associations with his spouses and kids. Throughout the long term, his emphasis on Robin has made a break among the spouses as well as among the kids, a significant number of whom feel deserted by their dad. In plural marriage, decency and uniformity are essential for keeping up with agreement, yet Kody's activities have frequently sabotaged these standards. By focusing on Robin and her family, he has distanced different individuals from his family, making disdain and division. Kody's protection. Kody, as far as concerns him, has safeguarded the Robin rule, contending that it's important to keep everything under control and shield the family from additional contention. "I'm attempting to establish a protected and deferential climate for everybody," he said. "This isn't about partiality, it's tied in with defining limits and ensuring we can push ahead as a family." In any case, pundits contend that Kody's activities talk stronger than his words. His rehashed accentuation on Robin's solace and prosperity, frequently to the detriment of others, has driven numerous to scrutinize his obligation to the family in general. Pushing ahead. As Sister Spouses keeps on investigating the aftermath from Kody's choices, the eventual fate of the earthy-colored family stays dubious. While certain kids might decide to consent to the Robin rule to reconnect with their dad, others might see it as a scaffold excessively far. For Kody, the test lies in revamping trust and exhibiting that he esteems every one of his kids similarly. Without significant changes, the divisions inside the earthy-colored family are probably going to develop, leaving Kody progressively secluded. A defining moment. The Robin rule addresses a defining moment for Kody's associations with his youngsters as well as for the story of Sister Spouses. What started as a show about the solidarity and strength of a plural family has developed into a useful example about the intricacies and difficulties of plural marriage. As fans watch the show unfurl, one inquiry poses a potential threat: might Kody at any point patch the breaks in his family, or has his emphasis on Robin caused unsalvageable harm? The truth will surface eventually, yet until further notice, the Robin rule fills in as a distinct sign of the developing gap inside the earthy-colored family.